Time is speeding up. Not gonna tell you some bullshit story this time. I'm just here to tell you the truth. Time is speeding up in front of your own eyes, and you're not even aware of it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the one who feels like this. But I swear to God, at the time I'm recording this, it's February 28th. It's almost March. And I literally feel like it's still September 2024. I feel like way back. I feel like time sped up since like 2020. Honestly, maybe it's just me. But time is zooming right now. And days are flying by faster and faster the older we get. And if you're not aware of it, trust me, your life can literally zoom in front of you without you even noticing. Your life could just end within a snap. And you won't even be aware of it, right? I just try to make this warning so that you actually take the time to make the most of yours. Trust me. This is something that most of us don't pay attention to because most of the things nowadays, things in general, they're designed in a way to actually make life speed up in a way, right? We operate purely off of speed. Regardless of what business you're in, you're always better off being faster, right? Even when you're watching videos, most of them are just like so stimulating. Everything's flashing, everything's zooming, everything's speeding up in front of you. I won't put a single edit over this video. The most I will do is I'll put Minecraft music in the background, but that's not the point. Even when people speak nowadays, I can feel this within myself. Oftentimes, most people, we just speak very fast. Everything nowadays is designed to be fast. And that's not necessarily good because in terms of your output, in terms of productivity, yeah, speed matters. But in terms of your life, you wouldn't want life to be shorter, right? And trust me, those 80 years, you could either live your 80 years of your life, estimates of course, purposefully, mindfully, actually being aware of how time moves, or you could just zoom through all of it, not paying attention. Like, let me give you an example, honestly, because I feel like this is very relatable. When does the lesson at school feel faster? You know how sometimes when you sit at school and the lesson's boring, you feel like it just lasts forever. Whilst on the other hand, if you are lucky enough to have a good teacher at school and he's actually engaging you, he's actually keeping you interested, that lesson like zooms by. It goes by from a snap. Both of them last 45 minutes. Time, it's not about the digit of time. It's not about the number, but it's about your perception of time, which can vary purely based on how you feel in the moment. So just like take the time to slow down, honestly. Like, fuck it. Let's see how many people leave. Damn, I'm still drinking from estrogenic plastic bottles. When most people think of plastic bottles, they think of the one that they buy in stores, but the ones that are made out of plastics are still the same. Take care of your health, boys. But back to the topic of time. Time is something that you need to value. Don't focus as much on saving time, right? I would much rather focus on making the most of your time. Because oftentimes, that was actually kind of smooth. Oftentimes, our minds are either occupied in what was done in the past or what will be done in the future. That's where most of our thoughts reside in. That's where our ego wants to be. You ever noticed how when you are egotistic, when you get those thoughts about yourself, most of the time, you're thinking either about how good you were in the past or how great you will be in the future. Rarely ever do you get those thoughts of, oh yeah, I am so great right now. Those rarely ever happen. Did you ever notice that? Most of the egotistic thoughts we get, they are either from the past or from the future. Rarely ever do we get thoughts about what's going on right now, about being present. Because here's the thing. When you live in the past or in the future, guess what? You're not living in the present. Yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery. Treat today as a gift. That's why it's called the present. Man, all of these random quotes from like child movies, they hit different now that I'm getting older, honestly. This is from fucking Kung Fu Panda. Man, you ain't never seen the self-improvement channel talking about Kung Fu Panda. But that's the way I speak to actually get my message into your head. Because what do most people do? Most people, they either say the exact same shit over and over, or they say it in a way in which you don't even understand. I'm not trying to be like this. I'm trying to actually relate to you, speak to you. I'm sick of people on YouTube talking about themselves as cult leaders. I don't like this narrative. Sure, it's masculine, whatever, but when I'm recording a video, I am speaking to you. I'm speaking to the viewer. And with this kind of approach, I actually get to speak to your mind instead of just letting words come out there, right? That's the way that my message is way more direct. It's dedicated to the viewer, not the audience. Because when you think about it, YouTube's not really an audience, right? I have 8,500 subscribers. Are these people really my audience if I get like 30 views per video, 50 views per video? Not necessarily. If all of these people were watching me live, then you can call that an audience in theory. But when you really imagine it, it's not really an audience because everybody's watching individually. It's always one person with their phone watching me. It's not like all of my viewers are in one place looking at me right now. Damn, we moved on from the topic of time very quickly. See what I'm talking about? You can get sucked into a random event, a random topic, a random rant, and you won't even be aware of it. I could have lost like 3 minutes of my focus yapping about something random, but instead I went back to the present moment and I started talking about what I should be talking about. Like, I hope this was a good enough unintentional example of how easy it is to get sucked into an event and waste your time. It's so ridiculously easy to just lose time. Let it pass through your fingers as you're looking at your hands. You get what I mean? Do you understand? Make the most of your time because it's zooming by, and I feel like with every single day, it just gets faster. It literally just speeds up. So make the most of yours, my friend. Hope this message actually open up some space in your mind and that you actually take action on this video. So, not gonna waste your time, brother. I'm gonna do the usual, which I actually haven't done in a lot of videos because my cat's never in the room, but you happen to be quite lucky in this one because my cat one's in the room. My cat's in the room right now. She's sleeping. Well, I guess she's not sleeping because she's awake, but not gonna waste your time, brother. If you want to talk to me directly whilst hanging around a community that actually understands your struggles, please join the Discord server. Trust me, you won't find a community like this anywhere else. I could try and sell it to you and like give you every single reason as to why it is the best community on the internet, but that would just be a yappery, right? And it's on you to do that. Discord's free anyway, so what's the risk in you trying? What's happening to my setup? All right, this is a sign that I gotta turn off the camera. You can click all the videos if you want to. You can subscribe as well. That would genuinely mean a lot to me. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. So keep working, brother, and take care.